Hi, welcome to the Grayson Builds. As we all know, Halloween is coming and some decorations are to be made. As I was filming this project, we were stuck in lockdown here in Auckland. In my shop, I have limited resources and question is, can I use concrete for casting this skull as well as for mold material? The answer for that is yes, I can, and here's how. I have 3D printed this skull, but the way you get the model is not important. It can be store-bought, printed or sculptured. What is important is it has to be modified to suit concrete pouring.
What? You gotta be kidding! You made us look. Seriously?
Cannot be true. I use some plasticine to fill areas I don't want to be casted. Then I have built dams to separate mold pieces from each other out of plasticine. Time to cast the mold piece by piece. I pour some concrete onto the model, and to make mold as precise as possible, concrete has to be vibrated. The best solution to do it is vibrator. Those shops, special ones, they deem to be essential here. So getting this tool was a matter of minutes online. Same procedure goes for other 3 parts of the mold. The only difference is that fresh concrete surfaces have to be covered with mold release. And here we are, vibrating again. Vibration releases surface tension and traps air, making concrete super fluid, as you can see now. After the mold completion, it's time to let it cure for a day. Crack it open. Then we assemble the mold. To make mold waterproof, I'm going to cover it with wax. Are we ready for pour? Not quite. We are going to apply mold release to entire mold, paying special attention to the internal surfaces. Then we assemble the foam, and now we're ready to pour concrete into it. I mix about a cup of the concrete, scoop it into the mold, vibrate, yeah. That looks odd, very odd. Believe me, it wasn't intentional, but whatever. I'm not remaking this mold. 20 hours later, we demold the casting, and thanks to the mold release, casting pops with ease. Straight off the form, casting looks very promising, with a lot of fine details and very few bubbles. I would repeat this procedure every day to create few of these skulls for later use. If I were to remake these castings, I would create more distinct lines and use mix with less rocks in it. For the sake of experience, I'm going to cast in a knot. I have discovered that I can modify molds by rubbing in some plasticine. It's great for fixing items inside mold or for small repairs, for example edges that crumble away. Clay gets rubbed in one of the sides and then another part pushed into it. After that, inner surface is smoothed with fingers, so to speak. Wire is a good enough way to vibrate the concrete, just wiggle it inside the mold to push air out. This half mold is serving singular purpose of casting screw inside few of the skulls for later use as drawer pull set. The next day I demold the casting to reveal successful knob. As you can see, the nut is holding just fine. All it needs is a bit of cleaning and it's perfect. All in all, I'm very pleased with the result. With some minor adjustments, this mold would work with other materials, which I will cover in more details in the future. See you in the next one.